Good morning, students. Welcome back to another class of English language. In today's module, we will talk about the fundamentals of essay writing. Essay writing or composition is a 20 marks question in your exam. So, you need to know the rules for writing a good composition which will score a good marks for you. We begin with tips for effective writing. First, you need to have an outline for your essay. Opening sentence, which includes topic and an approach to your topic. Next, ideas which are connected to the opening sentence. Number 3, detailed description of those ideas. Number 4, closing sentence. Now, when you have framed your outline, then it's the time for the writing part, where again you need to follow another 4 steps. You must have a title for your composition. You need to organize your ideas into paragraphs, write your composition, and most important, review your composition. Now, what are the steps you need to follow for writing a good composition? As I told you, topic plus approach, which results in your opening sentence. Now, the opening sentence will be the first sentence of your composition. Therefore, it is very, very important for you to write in your composition. Your opening sentence should be connected to the idea which you are going to express in your composition. No modification or contradiction. Think of the opening sentence as a little perfume bottle. Now, the topic is the material, that is the glass of the bottle. The approach gives a shape to the glass, and the composition is the perfume contained inside the bottle. Now, if the perfume falls out, it will evaporate and your composition gets spoiled. So, you need to think of a word or several words that will identify the topic. Think of a word or several words which will identify an approach. The topic is what your composition is about. Your approach is usually what your opinion about the topic is, or just the way you see it, or what you want to say about that topic. Now, when you have the topic and the approach, your opening sentence is ready for your composition. For example, suppose your topic is life in a village. Your approach to this topic will be life in a village is better than cities. Now, your opening sentence. Nowadays, most people prefer living in cities, but I prefer to live in a village because life is much better and healthy. Another example of opening sentence, life in a village is very different from life in a city. So, your topic is life in a village and your approach different from city. Now, second, your ideas or points should be connected to the opening sentence. Now, you need to think of several ideas which are connected to the opening sentence. Remember, the ideas need to be explained, expanded, supported in order to prove the opening sentence. Now, all these ideas must express what you have stated in the opening sentence. And don't talk about a point which is connected to another point in the composition, but not directly connected to the opening sentence. Now, example of good points: no pollution, people know each other, friendly people, contact with nature, life is cheaper. Detailed description of the points. Now, each point is the seed of a future paragraph, which when expanded will give shape to a beautiful and lovely tree, which is your composition. Now for every point, think a detailed explanation. For example, we take up the point friendly people. How will you expand this point? You need to write that in village there are friendly people, like people who are helping in nature, people who are ready to talk to you in streets, people who invite you for dinner. Next, closing sentence. The closing sentence is also an essential part of a composition because it leaves your composition closed. If the opening sentence is the bottle of perfume and the ideas are the perfume, then the closing sentence is the cap. So if there is no cap, the perfume will definitely evaporate and get wasted. An open composition is a piece of unfinished work and not complete. There are several ways of closing a compositions. Let's have a look to it. Number 1, a restatement of the opening sentence. You say the same idea but by using different words. For example, there is no doubt about it, life in a village is much better than life in a city. Next, a summary of the points or ideas. For example, with a cheaper life, a close contact with nature, a healthy environment, and surrounded by nice people, villages are the ideal place to live. Number 3, a look to the future. For example, I really think I should leave the city and look for a nice house in a village as soon as possible. Number 4, a related thought that grows out of the body. Example, that's why our urban societies are more efficient, but its people are less human. Mixed, a combination of several types of conclusions. For example, that's why I'm planning to move to a village because life there is much better than in the cities. Now today, we'll learn how to write a good descriptive composition. You must have attempted an English language exam wherein you have a descriptive composition, a narrative composition, argumentative composition, story writing, picture composition. Today we are going to deal with descriptive composition. Now one of the keys to writing a descriptive essay is to create a picture in your reading audience's mind by engaging all 5 of their senses: smell, sight, touch, taste, and sound. If you can do this, then your essay is a success. If not, you need to work hard. There are several steps of writing a descriptive composition, and the first step will lay the groundwork for the entire piece. So step 1, you need to choose a topic carefully. Now a descriptive composition will usually focus on a single event, a person, a location, or an item. When you are writing a descriptive essay, it is your job to convey your idea about the topic through your description of that topic and the way you lay things in front of your reader. You need to show your reader what you are trying to describe by illustrating a picture in their mind's eye very carefully. Step 2 is to create a statement. The next step is to create a thesis statement. This is a single idea that will be prominent throughout your composition. It not only sets out the purpose of the essay, but regulates the way that the information is conveyed in the writing of that essay. This is an introductory paragraph that sets out your topic framework. Step 3, create 5 labeled columns on a sheet of paper, each one having a different of the 5 senses. The labeled list will help you to sort out your thoughts as you describe your topic. It's a kind of mind mapping. The taste, sight, touch, smell and sound of your topic can be sketched out among the columns. List out in the columns any sensation or feeling that you associate with the topic that you are writing about. You need to provide full sensory details that help to support the thesis. You can utilize literary tools such as metaphors, similes, personification and descriptive adjectives. Next, create an outline. The next step is to create an outline listing the details of the discussion of each paragraph. Students in high school write 5 paragraphs, and when you are in college, you can expand your composition to more than 5 paragraphs. The standard 5 paragraph essay has a particular structure, including the introductory paragraph with the inclusion of a thesis statement followed by 3 body paragraphs which prove that statement. The last and the final step, write the conclusion. You need to conclude your paragraph because that is the summary of your essay. Now, this conclusion also needs to reaffirm your thesis. Your conclusion needs to be well written because it is the final thing to be read by your reader and will remain on their mind the longest after they have read your composition. Thank you, children. But before I end up today's class, there is a topic descriptive essay in your assignment which you need to write in your English language notebook in the composition part. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.